The big spaceship hung in the dark sky above Earth's moon. It did not look like any ship humans had built. It was smooth and round, with no sharp edges, and it glowed with a soft blue light. Dr. June Kim stood at the window of the Lunar Diplomacy Center, watching the alien ship. His heart beat fast in his chest. After years of listening to the stars, someone had finally answered. The aliens called themselves the Darun. "Are you ready, Dr. Kim?" asked the center director. "They'll be coming through those doors in 5 minutes." June nodded, but his hand shook. Next to him, Sunny, his golden retriever, pressed against his leg. The dog seemed to know when June felt scared. June had special permission to keep Sunny with him, even here on the moon. The dog helped him when his worry got too big. "It's okay, Sunny," he said, touching the dog's soft head. "We're making history today." The door slid open with a soft hiss. 3 Darun walked in. They were tall and thin with skin that looked like blue marble. They had 4 arms and large eyes that did not blink. The one in front wore something that might have been a uniform. "Welcome to the Lunar Diplomacy Center," said the director. "We are honored by your presence." The lead Darun held up a small silver box. It made strange sounds, then spoke in a flat voice. "We bring greetings from the Darun High Council. We seek knowledge exchange." June stepped forward. As Earth's best xenolinguist, someone who studied alien languages, this was his moment. "We are happy to share knowledge," he said clearly. "My name is Dr. June Kim." The Darun tilted their heads, looking confused. The silver box made more noises. "Your sound patterns are difficult," said the lead Darun. "Our translator struggles." That was when Sunny decided to say hello. The dog barked once, wagging his tail. All 3 Darun stepped back quickly. Their 4 arms moved in what looked like defense positions. "What is this creature?" the lead Darun asked, pointing at Sunny. "This is Sunny," June explained. "He is a dog, a companion animal from Earth." Companion. Animal. The translator box seemed to struggle with these words. "Yes. He lives with me. He helps me." The Darun spoke to each other in their own language, a series of musical clicks and humming sounds. Then the lead one looked at June again. "You live with a non-speaking species, by choice." June nodded. "Many humans do. We have shared our homes with dogs for thousands of years." The Darun watched as Sunny sat down next to June. June realized they seemed more interested in Sunny than in the humans. "Sunny, shake," June said, holding out his hand. The dog lifted his paw and placed it in June's hand. The Darun made sounds that might have been surprise. "You communicate with it?" the lead Darun asked. "Yes, in simple ways. He understands many words and signals." For the next 3 months, the meetings continued. The humans and Darun tried to learn each other's languages, but progress was slow. The Darun translator could only manage basic words. Complex ideas got lost. But at every meeting, the Darun watched Sunny. They noticed how he responded to June's words and how June seemed to understand what Sunny wanted without the dog speaking. One day, the lead Darun announced, "We wish to send an observer to Earth to study humans more closely." "That would be welcome," the director said. "What aspect of human culture interests you most?" The answer surprised everyone. "We wish to understand how you communicate with the non-speaking companions, the dogs. This may be the key to understanding humans." June looked down at Sunny, who wagged his tail as if he understood the importance of what was happening. "I think that can be arranged," June said, smiling for the first time since the aliens arrived. Una stood in the large meeting room on the Darun ship. She was younger than most Darun scientists, with skin that had a purple tint to its blue. Her 4 hands were clasped together in front of her as she waited for Director Ta to speak. "Una, you have been chosen for an important task," Director Ta said. His voice was deep and slow. "You will go to Earth to study the humans." Una felt both excited and scared. No Darun had ever lived among humans before. But why me? She asked. I am not the most senior scientist. Because you see things differently, Director Ta said. The others want to study human weapons and ships. You asked about their art and their animals. We need that different view. 3 days later, Yuna sat in a small ship heading toward Earth. Through the window, she saw the blue planet grow larger. It was beautiful, with white clouds swirling over blue oceans and green land. When she landed at the Lunar Diplomacy Center, Dr. Jum Kim was waiting for her. His golden dog stood next to him. Welcome to Earth space, Yuna, Jum said. He spoke slowly, knowing the translator had trouble with fast speech. Yuna bowed in the way she had studied. Thank you for accepting me, Dr. Kim. The dog barked once, wagging its tail. Sunny also welcomes you, Jum said with a smile. Yuna looked at the dog with great interest. May I touch it? Him, Jum corrected gently. Sunny is a male dog. And yes, you may pet him if you do it gently. Yuna reached out one of her 4 hands. The dog sniffed her fingers, then pushed his head against her hand. His fur was soft and warm. He likes you, Jun said. How do you know? Yuna asked. His tail is wagging, and he pushed against your hand. These are signs of happiness in dogs. Yuna felt something strange inside her. The Darun did not keep animals. They thought it was wrong to own another living thing. But this did not look like ownership. It looked like friendship. On Earth, Yuna was given a room in a special building for visiting aliens. The gravity felt strong to her, but she could manage. Each day, June came to take her to different places. Other Darun scientists went to military bases and government buildings. Yuna asked to see parks, homes, and schools. Why do you want to see these places? June asked as they walked through a park one day. Many humans were there with dogs of all shapes and sizes. Your technology is interesting, Yuna said. But I think the secret to understanding humans is not in your machines. It is in how you live together, with each other and with animals. June smiled. That's very insightful, Yuna. They sat on a bench. Sunny lay at their feet. A small child ran past, chasing a ball. The child fell and began to cry. Immediately, a woman ran to the child, picked him up, and hugged him. The crying stopped. You see, Yuna said, pointing. That is what I want to understand. How you know what others need without words. June nodded. Emotions can be understood across barriers sometimes. After a week on Earth, Yuna made a request. I would like to observe you at home, Dr. Kim, to see how you and Sunny live together. June thought about it. This was not part of the official plan, but he saw the genuine interest in Yuna's large eyes. Okay, he agreed. You can come to my home tomorrow. That night, Yuna wrote in her report, humans have a special ability. They can form bonds with species that do not speak their language. They understand needs and feelings without words. I believe this may be why our translator fails. Perhaps we are trying too hard to understand their words, when we should be studying how they communicate beyond words. Director Tay's response came quickly. Interesting theory. Pursue this line of study. But remember, we need practical results soon. The High Council grows impatient. Yuna looked out her window at the Earth night. Tomorrow she would see how a human and dog lived together. She felt sure she was about to discover something important. June's home was small but warm. It had soft chairs, many books, and pictures on the walls. Yuna noticed that several pictures showed June with Sunny. This is where you live? Yuna asked, looking around. Yes, nothing fancy, but it's home, June said. Would you like some tea? Yuna had studied human foods and drinks. Tea was safe for Darun to drink. Yes, please. Sunny followed June to the kitchen, then ran back to Yuna, carrying a soft toy in his mouth. He dropped it at her feet and looked up at her. What does he want? Yuna asked. June smiled from the kitchen. He wants you to throw his toy. It's a game we play called fetch. Yuna picked up the toy with one of her 4 hands. It was wet from the dog's mouth. She threw it across the room. Sunny ran after it, picked it up, and brought it back to her. "He is playing with me?" Yuna asked, surprised. "Yes, he likes you." Yuna threw the toy again. Something inside her felt light and happy as she watched Sunny run. On her world, no one played simple games like this. Later, they sat in the living room. June showed Yuna how he trained Sunny. "Sunny, sit," he said in a clear voice. The dog sat. "Sunny, paw," June said, holding out his hand. Sunny lifted his paw and placed it in June's hand. "How does he know what to do?" Yuna asked. "I taught him these commands. I said the word, helped him do the action, then gave him a treat when he did it right. After many times, he learned to connect the word with the action." Yuna's large eyes grew even wider. "You repeat the same word with the same action many times." "Yes, that's how dogs learn. They don't understand language like we do. They connect sounds with actions or things." Yuna stood up suddenly. Her 4 arms moved with excitement. "Dr. Kim, I think I understand our problem now." "What problem?" "Why the Darun cannot learn human language as well. Our translator is too complex. It tries to understand every rule of your grammar and the meaning behind your words. But maybe we should start like Sunny, connecting simple sounds to things and actions." June thought about this. "You mean, learn the basics first instead of trying to understand everything at once?" "Yes. Your languages have so many rules and exceptions. Our translator tries to learn them all at once. But what if we start simple, like you do with Sunny?" June nodded slowly. "That might work. But the Darun would need to accept learning this way. Would your leaders agree to such a simple approach?" Yuna sat back down. "I don't know. They want fast results. They might think it's insulting to learn like animals do." Just then, Sunny came over and put his head on Yuna's lap. Without thinking, she stroked his soft fur with 2 of her hands. "Look at what just happened," June said softly. "You understood what Sunny wanted without words, and you responded in a way he understands. That's communication beyond language." Yuna felt something powerful in that moment. "Dr. Kim, I need to record all your training sessions with Sunny. I need to study how you teach him, how you understand each other without complex language." "You think this will help the Darun communicate with humans?" "Yes. We have been trying too hard to understand everything at once. We need to start with simple connections, like Sunny does." Yuna sent a message to Director Ta that night. "I have found a new approach to human language. It is based on how they teach their companion animals. It may seem too simple, but I believe it will work where our complex translators have failed." Director Ta's answer was short. "Explain more." As Yuna wrote her full report, Sunny slept at her feet. She had never felt so sure of anything. The way to understand humans was to start by learning as their dogs did, one simple word at a time. Director Ta's face looked stern on the video screen. His blue skin seemed darker than usual, a sign of disapproval among the Darun. "You want us to learn like animals?" he asked Yuna. "The High Council will not like this." Yuna stood straight, all 4 of her hands steady at her sides. "Not like animals, Director. Like beginners. Humans teach their dogs with simple words, clear actions, and much patience. Our translators are trying to understand all of human language at once. It is too much." "So what do you suggest?" Director Ta asked. "Let me try a new way. Let me learn human language like Sunny learned commands. Simple words first, then build up." Director Tai was quiet for a long time. "The High Council wants results, Yuna. 3 months have passed with little progress. They talk of leaving Earth, of ending contact." "Give me 2 weeks," Yuna said. "If I show no progress, we can try something else." After more silence, Director Ta nodded. 2 weeks. "But I warn you, if this fails, It will be remembered as the time we tried to learn like Earth dogs. The next day, Yuna explained her plan to June. We will start like you start with Sunny. Teach me simple words for things I can see and touch. Repeat them many times. No grammar rules yet, just words and what they mean. June thought about it. It's how children learn their first language too. We can try. They began that same day. June pointed to things and said their names clearly. Chair, he said, touching a chair. Chair, Yuna repeated. Water, he said, holding up a glass of water. Water, Yuna said. They did this for hours. By the end of the day, Yuna had learned 50 simple words. The next day, they added actions. Sit, June said, sitting down. Sit, Yuna repeated, sitting in a chair. Stand, June said, standing up. Stand, Yuna repeated, rising to her feet. On the third day, they put words together. Drink water, June said, drinking from a glass. Drink water, Yuna said, doing the same. Each night, Yuna recorded what she had learned. She did not use the Darun translator. Instead, she practiced the words and phrases over and over, just like Sunny did during training. After 1 week, something amazing happened. June was teaching Yuna words for feelings. Happy, he said, smiling. Happy. Yuna repeated, trying to make her face smile like his. Sunny ran into the room with his toy, dropping it at Yuna's feet. Without thinking, Yuna said, Sunny wants play. June stopped. Yuna, you just made a sentence on your own. Not just repeating, but creating. Yuna realized he was right. She had not just copied his words. She had put them together in a new way to express what she saw. That night, Yuna sent a video to Director Ta. In it, she spoke 10 full sentences in human language without using the translator. She showed how she could ask for things, answer simple questions, and describe what she saw. Director Ta looked surprised. This is more progress than the translation team has made in months. How did you learn so quickly? By starting simple, Yuna explained. By connecting words to real things and actions, not trying to understand all the rules first. The High Council will be interested, Director Ta said. But they will ask, can this method work for complex ideas? For science and trade talks? I believe it can, Yuna said. Once we have the basics, we can build on them. Like building a house, you need a strong foundation first. Director Ta nodded slowly. Continue your work. I will hold the council off for now. But remember, Yuna, they want more than just simple talk about toys and water. They want real communication. I understand, Yuna said. And I have an idea for the next step. As the call ended, Yuna looked at her notes. Learning like Sunny had worked better than anyone expected. Now she needed to show that this simple start could lead to something much bigger. Yuna's small room was covered with pictures. Each picture had a word written under it. Door, window, chair, happy, sad, run. She had turned her room into a learning space. Every morning, she woke up and named each thing she saw. Today is good day, she said to herself, not using the translator. Her grammar was not perfect, but her meaning was clear. June arrived at 9 o'clock for their daily lesson. Sunny came with him, his tail wagging when he saw Yuna. Good morning, Yuna, June said. Ready for today's lesson? Yes, Yuna said. I practice all night. I learn many words. June smiled. That's great. Today we'll try something new. We'll talk about things we can't see or touch. Not see, not touch. Yuna looked confused. Ideas, thoughts, feelings, the future. This was harder than naming objects. How do you point to tomorrow, or hope, or believe? But June was patient. He used pictures, acted things out, and told simple stories to explain. By the end of the day, Yuna could say, I hope tomorrow will be sunny. And I believe humans and Darun can be friends. That night, 3 other Darun scientists came to Yuna's room. They had heard about her progress. "Is it true?" asked Min, the oldest scientist. "You speak human language without translator?" "Yes," Yuna said. Then she switched to human language. "I learn like Earth Dog. Simple first, then more." The Darun scientists looked at each other. Min seemed unhappy. "This is beneath us," he said. "We are not animals. We are Darun. We should not have to learn like pets." Yuna felt her skin darken with emotion. "It is not about being like animals. It is about finding what works. Our way does not work. This way does." "Show us," said another scientist named Han. "Teach us what you have learned." For the next hour, Yuna taught them as June had taught her. Simple words, clear actions, many repetitions. At the end, Min still looked doubtful. "This is too basic. The High Council needs us to discuss trade, technology, star maps, not just sit and water." "We start simple," Yuna said. "Then we build up. Big houses need strong base." Min left, but Han and the other scientists stayed. "Teach us more," Han said. "I want to learn." The next day, Yuna had a surprise for June. Han was with her. "Han wants learned too," Yuna explained. "He believes my way works." June nodded. "That's great. The more Darun who learn this way, the better our peoples can communicate." They spent that day learning words for time. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, soon, later. By the end, both Yuna and Han could tell simple stories about what they did yesterday and what they planned for tomorrow. After 2 weeks, Yuna received a message from Director Ta. "The High Council will visit Earth to see your progress. They are not convinced this simple method can work for important matters. Be prepared to show them real results." Yuna felt worried. She had made good progress, but was it enough? Could she show the council that learning like an Earth Dog was not shameful but smart? That night, she worked late with June to prepare for the council's visit. "What if they think this is too simple?" she asked. "What if they end the Earth mission?" June thought for a moment. Then he said, "Remember how Sunny learns. He doesn't worry about looking smart. He tries, makes mistakes, and keeps going. That's how real learning happens." Yuna nodded. "I will show them. Learning simple way is not weak. It is strong. It is how we truly understand each other." As she practiced her words for the council, Sunny slept at her feet. The Earth Dog had become her teacher, showing her a path to understanding that all the complex Darun technology had missed. Tomorrow, she would try to make the council see what she had learned, that sometimes the simplest way is the best way. 3 weeks had passed since Yuna began learning human language the simple way. Today, she sat with June in a park. The sun was warm, and many people walked by with their dogs. "I want to try something new today," Yuna said. Her words were still simple, but she spoke without the translator now. "What would you like to try?" June asked. "I want to tell you about Darun world, not just learn Earth words. Share my world with you." June smiled. "I'd like that very much." Yuna thought about how to explain her home world using the words she knew. It was hard, but she tried. "Darun world has 3 moons," she began. "Sky is more purple than blue. We live in big cities with tall, round buildings. No small homes like yours." "No small homes. Where do you relax?" June asked. Yuna had to think about this. Darun do not relax the same way. We work, we study, we sleep, always busy. "That sounds tiring," June said. "Yes, maybe that is why I like Earth. People here take time to play with dogs, sit in parks, drink coffee slowly." As they talked, Sunny lay at their feet, watching the other dogs play. A small child walked by and pointed at Yuna. "Mommy, why does that lady have blue skin and 4 arms?" the child asked. The mother looked embarrassed. "I'm sorry," she said to Yuna. "No sorry needed," Yuna said, "Children are curious. Curiosity is good." Yuna bent down to the child's level. "I am Darun. I come from faraway star. My people look different from your people." The child's eyes grew wide. "Do you have dogs on your star?" "No. No dogs. That is why Sunny is special to me. He teaches me about Earth." The child smiled and waved goodbye as the mother led her away. "You handled that well," Jun said. "And your speaking is getting much better." "Thank you. I practice every day. I want to learn not just words, but how humans think, feel." They walked through the park. Yuna noticed how humans greeted each other, how they laughed together, how they shared food and stories. "Darun are not like this," she said. "We do not touch. We do not laugh much. We are more alone." "That sounds sad," Jun said. "It is our way. But seeing Earth makes me wonder if our way could be better." Back at Jun's home, they tried something new. Jun played music, something Yuna had never understood before. "Listen to how it makes you feel, not what it says," Jun explained. Yuna closed her eyes and let the music wash over her. She felt something new, a happy feeling that made her want to move. "I feel light inside," she said. "Is that right?" "There's no right or wrong with feelings," Jun said. "Music speaks to us beyond words." That evening, Yuna tried to explain jokes to Jun. Darun humor was very different from human humor. If Darun scientist falls in water, we laugh because it is unexpected. If Darun says one thing but means other thing, we do not understand why humans find this funny. "You mean sarcasm?" Jun asked. "Yes, sarcasm. Very strange to Darun. Why say what you do not mean?" As they talked, Sunny came and put his head on Yuna's lap. Without thinking, she stroked his soft ears. She had learned this was what he wanted when he did this. "I noticed something," Yuna said suddenly. "I understand Sunny now. Not his words, because he has no words, but his actions, his eyes, his tail. I know what he wants." Jun nodded. "That's exactly it, Yuna. Communication goes beyond words." "This is what I must tell High Council. Darun try too hard to understand human words perfectly, but real understanding is more than perfect words." That night, Yuna recorded her longest message yet to Director Ta, all in human language. "I learn more each day. Not just words, but how humans think, how they live. I begin to understand their jokes, their music, their love of animals. This is real communication. This is what will bring our worlds together." Yuna sat in a large meeting room at the Earth Diplomatic Center. The room was full of important people. Earth leaders sat on one side of the long table. Director Tai and 3 members of the Darun High Council sat on the other side. Their faces were serious. "This meeting is about the future of Earth-Darun relations," said the Earth President. "It has been 4 months since first contact. We expected more progress by now." Director Ta spoke next. "The Darun High Council also expected more. We came to share technology, to learn about Earth science, to make trade agreements. But we spend our time learning basic words like children." Yuna felt her skin darken with worry. She looked at Jun, who sat quietly beside her. Sunny was not allowed in this important meeting. With respect, Yuna said in human language, "Learning takes time, but we make good progress." The head of the High Council, a tall Darun named Sol, turned to Yuna. "You speak their language now. That is good. But can you discuss important matters? Can you explain Darun's star drive technology? Can you negotiate trade deals?" Yuna had to be honest. "Not yet, but soon I can." Sol shook his head. "Soon is not good enough. We have spent too many resources on this mission already." The Earth Defense Minister spoke next. "We have been very patient. We opened our world to you, but we see little benefit so far. Other nations question why we give Darun access to our cities when we get nothing in return." The room grew tense. Yuna could feel the frustration on both sides. Perhaps this contact was premature. Sol said. Perhaps our species are too different to understand each other. Are you saying you want to end the mission? The Earth President asked. Unless we see real progress in the next 3 days, yes, Sol answered. The Darun ship will leave Earth space. Yuna stood up. Her 4 hands trembled, but her voice was strong. Please, give us more time. Understanding is growing. Understanding basic words is not enough. The defense minister said, we need meaningful exchange of ideas and technology. After the meeting, Yuna and Jun walked through the empty hallways of the center. 3 days, Yuna said sadly. Not enough time. We've come so far, Jun said. There must be a way to show them what we've accomplished. The High Council wants big results. They want trade, technology, science. They think learning simple words is waste of time. Jun stopped walking. Wait, maybe we're thinking about this wrong. We've been focused on showing them how much you've learned. What if instead we show them why your way of learning works when the translators failed? What do you mean? Yuna asked. Remember what you realized about Sunny. That communication goes beyond words. Yuna nodded. Yes, I understand Sunny without words now. Exactly. That's the breakthrough they're not seeing. It's not about learning every word in the dictionary. It's about building real understanding between different minds. They spent the rest of the day making a plan. Yuna called Han and the other Darun scientists who had been learning the simple way. Jun contacted the Earth linguists who had been working with them. That night, Director Ta came to Yuna's room. His face was dark with concern. The High Council has made up their minds, Yuna. They see no value in continuing this mission. They believe the Earth humans are holding back, not sharing their real knowledge. That's not true, Yuna said. Humans want to share. We just need to find the right way to talk to each other. You have one chance to change their minds, Director Ta said. The Council has agreed to let you speak at tomorrow's final meeting. But Sewell has already drafted the order to end the mission and leave Earth. After Director Tay left, Yuna sat alone in her room. The pictures of Earth words still covered her walls. She had learned so much, but was it enough? Could she find the right words to save the mission? She picked up her communicator and called June. Can you bring Sunny to the meeting tomorrow? She asked. I have an idea. The big meeting room was full. Earth leaders sat on one side. The Darun High Council sat on the other. In the middle stood Yuna. Yuna looked at Sewell, thinking about his question. What was the first human word she truly understood in her heart? Friend, she said finally. The first word I truly understood was friend. When June used this word for Sunny, I saw it was more than an animal and owner. They cared for each other. They helped each other. That was when I began to understand humans. Sewell nodded slowly. A simple word, but an important one. The council members talked among themselves. Then they each pressed a button to vote. Sewell looked at the results and stood up. The council has decided, he said. The Earth Darun mission will continue. The room filled with relieved sighs and small smiles. The Earth President shook hands with Sewell, a human gesture the Darun leader had learned. We will create a new agreement, the President said. One that gives us more time to build understanding before we expect big results. 6 months later, the Lunar Diplomacy Center was a different place. In a large, bright room, humans and Darun sat together. Some talked in simple human language. Others practiced basic Darun words. In the corner, Yuna stood with Director Tai and June. The Kim-Yuna protocol is working well, Director Ta said. 20 Darun now speak human language. 15 humans speak basic Darun. Real communication is happening. And not just words, June added. Cultural exchange too. Humans are learning Darun music. Darun are studying Earth art and stories. Yuna smiled. The Kim-Yuna protocol was the name given to their method of teaching language. It started simple, like teaching a dog, then built up to more complex ideas. Other alien species had heard about it and wanted to learn it too. The Science Council sent a message. Director Ta told Yuna. They want you to lead a new department of interspecies communication. Your work has changed how Darun see other intelligent life. I am honored, Yuna said, but I have one request. What is that? Asked Director Ta. I want to stay on Earth part of each year. Earth has more to teach me. Director Ta nodded. That can be arranged. You will be the first Darun ambassador to Earth. Later that day, Yuna visited Jun's home. It had become her favorite place on Earth. As she walked in, Sunny ran to her, tail wagging happily. He always knows when you're coming, Jun said with a smile. I think he can smell you from far away. I have news, Yuna said, sitting on the couch. I will be the Darun ambassador to Earth. That's wonderful, Jun said. No one deserves it more than you. And I have something else to tell you, Yuna said. She seemed nervous. I want to adopt an Earth dog, to take with me to Darun World for part of each year. Is this allowed? Jun looked surprised, then pleased. Yes, it's allowed. But are you sure? Taking care of a dog is a big responsibility. I am sure, Yuna said. Dogs help me understand humans. Maybe they can help other Darun understand too. The next week, Jun took Yuna to an animal shelter. Many dogs there needed homes. Yuna walked slowly past each cage, looking carefully at every dog. At the end of a long row, she stopped. Inside the last cage was a small puppy with brown and white fur. It looked at Yuna with big, hopeful eyes. This one, Yuna said softly. This one needs me. The shelter worker opened the cage. The puppy came out shyly. Yuna knelt down, holding out her two lower hands. The puppy sniffed them, then let Yuna pick it up. What will you name her? Jun asked. Yuna held the puppy gently. Then she spoke, not in human language or Darun language, but in the simple words humans used with their dogs. Chingu, she said, using the Korean word for friend. Her name is Ching. The puppy licked Yuna's blue face, not caring that her new owner was from another world. As they left the shelter, Yuna thought about how far she had come. Her journey began by watching an Earth dog learn simple commands. Now she would help build understanding between worlds, with her own dog at her side. Her first words in human language had been simple, like a dog might learn. But they had opened the way for something much bigger, friendship between different worlds.